What fascinated me about the field is, as you said in the very beginning, that you can make any person or a group of people the way you want to feel. It is an art. It is an applied art. I would put it that way. Any other art, it's absolutely up to person's will to whether to enjoy that or not, or to interact with that art or not, even if it is a painting. But in architecture, that is where the art meets the what do you say, the lifestyle, or person live in it, person spend some time in it. So it is very interactive that way. Even if it is just a plain piece of box which we design, and you put a person inside, he immediately would feel something. And in the other design, if the design is very fluid, his entire emotion will change. So it is very interactive, and that's what interests me. I was just sharing that I was fortunate to have my jobs during the formative years in two exactly opposite design philosophically offices. One was with Sen Kapadia, who believed in deconstructionism of architecture, which is a very modern trend, very harsh, you can say, the designs. And the other is Abhikram, Mr. Nimish Patel and Parul Zaveri, who used to revive the old structures, and Udaipur, mainly they worked in Udaipur and converted the old palaces into the hotels. So both were exactly opposite, yeah. So I got to know how spaces behave with different treatments, and now I'm trying to kind of fuse both of them I'm trying to create something out of it. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Our clients usually approach us with one belief that at least we'll get something new. There won't be anything cut paste from his previous projects or someone else's. So that is our USP. We never get tired even to accept ideas from the clients, because for us maybe simultaneously 20-30 projects are going on, but for client it is the only project which he is looking after. So he is always looking for some ideas or some solutions of his design, and we are always open. My personal belief is that stagnancy will always bring you the stillness in your design. So to be fluid, to be fresh, you should always be accepting new ideas from clients or even your subordinates or vendors like this. So yes, we try to keep our ideas open, mind open to all the ideas. Of course, aluminium is something which we cannot ignore, first of all. I mean, adopting is a very big word, but now it is such an integral part of the architectural field that not just for the fenestrations, but even in other things, aluminium is getting used at so much level. And for a part of country like this, which is a coastal part, and we get a lot of humidity, a lot of pollution, we prefer using aluminium for a lot of other things also. Like instead of GI or MS, if we can do something with aluminium, I would prefer that because of its non-corrosive property, right? And it's lightweight also. When we are designing, we try to strike a balance between the budget, the timeline, and the aesthetics. So we try to hit a bullseye somewhere in between. For each and every material, we try to strike a balance there also. Like it should look good. The vendor supplying it should give it in a very good finishing, like all the corners and all should be very nicely chamfered and all. It should last, shouldn't give much of trouble to the client. And aesthetics, obviously. Functionality plays a higher part than the aesthetics. Aesthetics I can compromise a little bit, but it should be functional. First of all, particularly in my office, my most junior staff is allowed to counter question my decision. As I said, that is our culture in my office, that we are open to clients' ideas as well as we are open to the junior most staff's ideas, however crazy it may sound, but you should always you should always listen to it very positively and try to get something out of it. Doesn't matter if you imply it in your design or not, that is fine. And to be really frankly, my senior staffs are friendly. We have that atmosphere that they can say no to my face, that sir ye nahi karenge, we'll do this, and I give them that sense of liberty and ownership is the word, the ownership onto the project, where they think that they are delivering something. It is not that they are working for me, they are working for the project. End of the day, everything is for the project. Clients' suggestions is for the betterment of the projects, our inputs are for the betterment of the projects, and that matters the most. It is not that someone is always sitting in the office and doing the drawing work and some other team is on the field. In my office, it is like, it is your project, you have to deal with the client, you have to make the drawings. Maybe he can subordinate to the junior, go to the sites. When he or she is handling a project, for the client is free to access that person. Of course, aluminum is something which we cannot ignore. First of all, I mean, adapting is a very big word, but now it is such an integral part of the architectural field that not just for the fenestations, but even in other things, aluminum is getting used at so much level. For a part of country like this, which is a coastal part, and we get a lot of humidity, a lot of pollution, we prefer using aluminum for a lot of other things also. Like instead of GI or MS, if we can do something with aluminum, I would prefer that because of its non-corrosive property, right? And it's lightweight also. The market is super competitive, I must say. There are many companies, many good companies also around in the market. What sets AluK apart, I would say, is all their designing and all their components are being made in their facilities, right? So that makes it really trustworthy, because a lot of time, if I go to a local vendor to get something done, end of the day it is a window, as I said. Client would say, why would you install 1,000 rupees a square foot window when you are getting for 400 rupees a square foot window? So that is where the difference comes. The locking systems, the rollers, the minutest components, which will matter after few years. Client will realize it after few years that the inferior material will start giving him some troubles. That is number thing. For high-rise buildings, there is a lot of engineering happening, like it should be cyclone protected and it should not rattle during high winds. And for the willing clients, we always pitch for premium companies, the good companies like AluK. One thing they can do is, I know that they are training their fabricators, but what they can also do is that they can hold a small training sessions or the informative sessions for the architectural firms and staff. Maybe they are most welcome to come to my office and educate my staff. A lot of time they go into the field and start their own practice. And even while they are in the office doing a job, they should know some parameters, what is to be taken care of. Stuff like that always increases the bonding between the company and the consultants. So that makes a better rapport. At heart, I wouldn't say I'm an environmentalist, but I'm very close to nature. I have to go to my annual trek. Otherwise, I feel disconnected from the nature. So we definitely, everyone should and must care for nature. We are taking everything for granted a lot these days, and the new trend, the sustainability, must be incorporated into day-to-day businesses. Architecture is playing a very big part. Even my office is getting made, and we've tried to use as much as environmental friendly and sustainable materials. We are incorporating all that. We are using bamboo and stuff like that, the lime coat and everything like that. So yes, the green building is something we must, and I think the government should make it compulsory that all the houses, even the smallest one, should be green certified, IGBC certified, and that will help the environment a lot for the future generation. They are getting into the field at a very interesting juxtaposition of times because the AI is coming big way. We don't know after 5 years what kind of responsibilities or what kind of calculations AI is going to give you for something which we are, spending hours to calculate something. I'm 110% sure AI is going to give that data hands-on. You just enter some basic data and AI is going to give you that you do this, and it will be the green certified building or whatever ways. That also makes us question that as an architect, what are you going to do? Because a lot of designs is going to be made by AI. All such calculations is being done by AI. So as of now, we don't have any answer, but it is going to be the very interesting field to be in, and let's see how it goes. But this is the time to actually combine both the latest of the technology and the most sustainable of the materials. And how do you create that? A lot of time people get the impression that if it is sustainable, it has to look like this. It is almost like you should see exposed brickwork or something like that. But how do you combine sustainability and the high-tech engineering, the data which you have, and create something really cool out of it? Some fantastic spaces you can create out of that. So that, I think they should concentrate on that, and that is going to be valued the most.